3, 2, 1.
7.0.
Hello. Hi. Welcome to podcast 3.
Welcome to the new podcast. Hello.
This is a glorified ad for our other channel. And
At this point, this episode, yes.
And it's probably like an hour and a half long.
Well, let's just get into it. Let's introduce ourselves.
Okay, yeah. I'm James, the James Head, the James Shed.
Also known as Room Plunks.
That's
Plunks?
correct.
Room Punks.
Room Punks.
I'm
That's
Skylar. You should know me from, I'm also Skylar Shed. Sky the Shed guy.
Yeah, I thought you were going to forget to do your thing.
No, I was doing the thing. I thought of Sky the YouTube guy at first, and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll do the Shed thing.
We have a real-life candle in front of us today.
It's a little sad.
It's almost out.
It's had better days.
We were going to go to Target and get a new one, but we didn't because Target closed. But we did get 30 White Castle burgers, which are new to Arizona. And we ate, I think, 13 out of 30. And you've got one sitting on the counter that you're not eating yet.
I'm full.
I guess it's I
had 2.
It's a table. Yeah, you did.
I'm full.
I had 11, I guess, then. And I also had 2 other ones. 2 special ones, like these breakfast burgers that I didn't see when we went to White Castle in Vegas. But you know what? They're pretty good. Not bad at all.
Let's just get into this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I mean,
we'll cut short the intro convo. I was just getting everyone settled
the
in
small
here.
talk, you know.
Yeah.
People want the meat. So what's happening?
People don't want this episode. That's why I was talking about meat instead.
You don't want this episode. It's more or less for us.
This is not for you guys. So that's cool of us, right?
You can just turn it off now.
Yeah, this
is for us.
This is for us. This is this is about our nostalgia because we can't seem to ever stop getting nostalgic for all of our series on our other channel, the Gameshed.
And we have actual conversations on and off the channel for literal hours on end, just like scrolling through and just talking about shit. So
talking about shit that we've done. It's really like cool for us that we've built what we have. So we look back on that shit a lot. And I tried to do it sparingly, like as far as actually watching it goes. Because I want to watch that shit in like 2 or 3 years, maybe like 5 years down the line, and just look back and remember all the shit and let it warm my heart. Because it already does. But
I watch it every so often. It's a good laugh.
Yeah. So what we've done is we've compiled every series on our channel that is currently okay, hang on. I just have to say it again because this totally comes off like,
excuse me,
like we're sucking our own dicks right here.
Oh no, we're gonna.
I just tried to explain why we're doing this, but I still feel like such a fucking ass being like, we're gonna rank all of our series on our channel into a tier list for people. Like the channel has like 56 subscribers right now or something.
Yeah, we're gonna act.
And
like
this one
big.
has none.
See, people wouldn't even do this when you have millions of subscribers, but we're doing this.
Yeah, this is totally for me to watch back someday as well. So
we're kind of immortalizing, talking about the channel here.
Yeah. So
that's more or less what's happening.
We're gonna go through every series,
and we're not gonna really be that big of an ego because I feel like lots of series we're gonna be like, ugh.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I think I've written down every series on the channel as of today. What is it?
November
5th. Tuesday, November 5th.
2019.
Yeah, 2019. Every series that we have completed the game, or at least like if it's a game that doesn't end, then we've completed our series on it as of right now.
Yeah.
Right? Makes sense. And I also decided that series should have like a minimum of 10 episodes to count.
Otherwise
as
it's a
series.
mini-series.
Yeah.
Something to that extent.
Yeah. And it's not just ours. I did put the series with Anza and with Bond on here as well. But as of right now, me and Bond only have 3 completed series, so
Mm,
so we're mostly gonna
So on the pie chart, there's not a whole lot to go on.
we're mostly gonna talk about yours and my series.
And I mean, I
together.
can't weigh in on any series that isn't mine.
Yeah, so I'll just go over those
I'm here
ones.
for like half of those.
I'll just go over those ones pretty quickly as we do this.
So I guess let's start with the
I'll just throw out some names now.
with the runner-up. Are we doing the runner-up first with Bon and Anza first, and then we'll get into the meat of
No,
ours?
I was just gonna throw them out as we go. And when I throw out Bond and Anza series, I'll just sum them up quickly in a sentence or two,
Okay.
and I'll place some. You have by far the most series. I am surprised to see.
What do you mean you're surprised to say? I'm like
See,
half.
no, because me and Anza did a lot of games in our 10 months.
You guys did a lot of games, but I've still been around for longer.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And she was like half and half then, and she dropped off, and then it kept going, so that fraction ended up getting less than half, especially since Bond got in. It's all numbers. I'm like one of the only constant co-hosts here, so
Yeah. So
I'm half.
I wrote them.
And you're the 100%.
I wrote.
Much.
Yeah.
There's no video on the channel that you're not in
That's right.
as of yet.
So I've written down every series, and we'll just go in kind of a random order.
Let's go.
All right, the first series.
And by all means, if we talk up a series, by the way,
it doesn't mean it's great. It's
Feel free-
we're just
feel
okay.
free-
Okay,
feel
We're
free to
talking-
watch it.
we're talking about how great of a time we had doing it. Because, like, honestly, that we've realized that doesn't mean it's as great as we remember, and also we've realized that series that we thought like that sucked for us to record, like we've watched back and we think it's like our best shit.
Or it's like hilarious, yeah.
Yeah. So
And we'll point out which ones are which when we get along.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a few that come to mind already, but we'll save it.
yeah, okay.
By all means, if you like what we're saying about a series, we'll kind of give a synopsis. By all means, watch it. We could use the views.
Absolutely. Okay. First series on the tier list. Where do we place Outlast? And I put Outlast and Outlast Whistleblower as one thing. We
As
did
one thing.
play them separately, but
They're
let's make them
about
one
the
entity.
same.
Let's rate them across the whole series. Now here's the thing.
okay. How low does the tier list go?
No.
No, I'm actually wondering how low does it go?
Oh, it's
I need to know where is
S?
appropriate. Yeah.
S, of course, and then A, B, C, D, E, F. And let me say,
Jesus. Okay, that's a bit low.
Let me
It goes
say.
all the way down there.
we're not going to talk about every game for like 10 minutes because there's like 1,000 games here. But just let me say quickly, Outlast, not my favorite series. Outlast Whistleblower, had a lot more fun. I
I think we can both agree on most of the series, really,
Yeah,
that we've done.
I think so. That's why it'll be kind of quick.
Yeah. Whistleblower, I remember, was pretty fun, but we ended up losing the footage for a lot of it, and that sucked. That's
But we
Outlast.
redid
Outlast
it.
was where we just constantly.
We redid
fucking
it
did
and it didn't suck. Like,
I honestly don't remember redoing it.
that's okay. You don't remember a lot of our series.
I don't remember a lot of the second season, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually playing Outlast, I mean, I've said in our last couple episodes how fucking frustrated I was playing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that translated over to how I was like trying to commentate. There's some good bits in there. Bits of business that made it to the movie. Like when I was like, hey, welcome back. Well, hello.
That's a classic. That is a
I
classic.
said the intro backwards.
Yeah. I think
Or what do we end up calling the big guy?
I don't know. I thought I just called him the big guy.
Big guy.
No, I don't know.
Asshole.
You fucking suck, dude. The thing is, Outlast as a series for me is probably like an E.
A lot of it was hiding as well. I was probably going to put it in D tier because like there were some okay moments in terms of gameplay. Then I would agree it would be that down that low.
Okay, D, sure.
I think D because
But for Outlast Whistleblower, I guess I'd go like B. So
I put that in C, but that's probably because I don't really remember it. But I'm willing to give
I remember
you
having
the,
a good time.
I'm willing to give you the edge there. I just don't really remember it. I guess another thing is I want to say is how well we remember the series.
Yeah.
Like if it's memorable.
Let's just. So do you want to place the two of them combined in C tier then?
Let's put it both in C. Okay, I guess it's the benchmark series.
Yeah.
Not even is in we probably low C tier.
You know, okay.
Oh, we had Religious Barbecue.
Yeah, but
Outlast.
now that I've said this though, like I'm totally okay putting them both in D also.
Both in D. Whistleblower went from B to D.
No. I mean, like combined as a whole series. Like when I think about it as a whole package, I'm cool with putting it in D. Do you want?
I think I'll put it in D then too.
You want to put it in D? Okay, yeah. Let's put Outlast and Whistleblower.
Because like, okay, I think I might pull up the playlist honestly. Because like, wow, what do I see? Still Lost, Heating Up, Breaking Point, Naked and Afraid. That's like the 3 episodes in a row. And how about Skylar
we were
Angry,
lost.
Code Red, Cheesing It. That's the other next 3 in a row. It was being lost. It was just consisting of being lost and me bitching about how the game is played, whether that be hiding or that doors don't fucking work and not knowing where to go.
Yeah.
And we weren't even scared by it either. So okay, next
I have.
We talked about that before in the last 2 episodes anyway, so if you want to check those out.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
It's not finished yet.
It's not going to be.
Well, then where's the fucking playlist on the channel?
It's over 10 episodes, and it's like one of the only series we've ever decided that we're like not going to continue. Unless, fuck it. It could happen someday in like 2 years. I don't know. It's not happening anytime soon.
At the moment,
I don't have any plans to go back to it.
At the moment, then make a playlist.
Oh, I should.
Bot was a good game. I would play the shit out of it if I owned a Switch or had the ability to play one. I did a while ago, when we were playing it, and I was sitting there like for a few hours playing it, and I was like, I could sit here all day and just do this, and you get nothing done. It's kind of like Sims.
Yeah,
and how you play it. But the series was fairly uneventful, bloated, and we didn't really work well together.
It didn't make a great series at all.
I think just at the time, things were a bit tense here, so like, it never jived well, really. I don't think there was I don't really remember there being like one good session from it where I was like, yeah, that's fun. No, the first one.
I think the first one.
The first one before I moved, yeah, that thing was pretty funny.
Yeah. I still gotta say it's an F for me.
I was gonna put it at E just because of that first series. I mean, that first session with Old Man Joshua. I scrolled down, and then the first video I look at, Old Man Joshua.
I think. Oh, and I see Spyro's there, but we're not doing Spyro because that's ongoing at this time.
At the moment.
Yeah.
And then how about Game Over when we tried
I just think when
we went for the bit
no.
The series is over.
I know the first session was fun, but I really think past that it's really the bottom of the barrel. Like it's as bad as we get.
I can agree that. Yeah, what do we even really talk about?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened in that series.
It's not I wish it were I wish bottom of the barrel was like something like with Ape Escape or some shit, like an awful fucking game, but we try to fly, Lonely Diary, taking a hike. It's cold. It's cold out.
Are we putting it in F or E?
Off the cliff again. Oh, I think you kept jumping off the cliff or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember some stuff. Legend of Joshua. We kept milking that joke for a while. I'll put it in F.
I'm gonna put it in F.
I'll agree there.
See, we're not sucking our own dicks.
We really tried. We really tried though with Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
We tried our best, and also we never made any progress. I mean, James was the one playing.
Yeah, that's definitely my fault.
I probably wouldn't have done much better. I mean, you can see how I play games, but we really went absolutely fuck all nowhere. And half the time we were just like, what are we doing next? I don't know. Okay. Next.
I'm gonna do an Onza game. Sly 1, which is fucking. I don't think of the series when I think of that game because I grew up on it and I love the shit out of it. I know I let her play for like the first 3 episodes or so, and you know I love Onza and everything, but I think she missed like the time where she should have. I don't know. I'm trying to say this. She wasn't very good at it. Because maybe it's the kind of game that you need to pick up when you're young. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I mean, Onza's just not the best games, let's be honest.
Wow.
Let's be honest here. I mean,
throwing shit, you know.
You see? Okay, hold up. No, you've seen how the fuck she plays Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
That's not a difficult game by any stretch.
Neither of us did good at that game, to be fair.
Well, in the beginning...
We'll get there. That's way later.
In the most beginning part of the game, though.
We'll get there. That's later.
We'll get there.
I don't know, dude. Picking up platformers is not something I've ever done at this age. What?
She is also one to just go for every fucking coin ever.
Well, yeah, but it's not too... it's not a problem with Sly.
I thought it would be.
No.
I don't know much about Sly, so whatever.
No. But after that, I don't know. Point is, it was like a slow start, and I don't think we were saying too much. I don't think there was a ton going on with the chemistry and all. But I do remember about halfway through, it's only a 20 episode thing where it was me and her playing that game. And I think the second half was a lot more enjoyable. I'm going to put that one in C. I'm going to give that a C.
All right. The highest ranking series so far.
That is true.
It's a little scary.
That is true. Okay. Resident Evil 2. Yours and mine.
Oh, Resi 2.
A series you and I did.
Okay.
Here, first, right off the bat, I don't remember this series.
Forgettable series, immediately.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we didn't have a good time playing it. I think it was all right. We're mostly just kind of learning what was going on. And we really liked the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That, like, I remember I kept saying, like, oh, I want to go home and buy this and play it on my own. And I ended up doing that.
I remember being very frustrated and, like, I feel like I would be so much more frustrated watching myself now.
But at least you were improving along the way. You got to see yourself kind of get better.
That's because I was playing off camera too, though. So if you watch that whole series back, sadly, like, that's how it works. When I was doing bad, like, that's what took up like 25 episodes or whatever.
You also need to pose for this as well.
I think we have one.
Do you?
Yeah. But
well, don't I look silly? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. The thing is, like, because I was doing so bad, most of the series is like us doing bad because we spent so much time not getting anywhere. And then once we started doing good, all that shit's in like the last 6 episodes or something. You know?
Huh?
Like all that shit where we were actually doing good is in like the last 6
it was like
episodes.
the last area. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through the playlist and then just episode 29, 8 is hot.
Yeah. I don't know who named that one.
Probably me. Or probably yeah. I'm trying to remember if there was like anything like really notably funny that was happening. I don't.
As far as commentary, it's completely gone from me. As far as gameplay, there is a huge fucking redemption arc if you stick through that whole series, I have to say.
Yeah, hopefully. Controlling the riffraff cheese time, I guess, would be good. I guess the first session again is probably the better one of that. Because also there's a part in the movie where I was just like, I kept interrupting you, and it was like I was making jokes about you were like secretly depressed or something. I was like, hey, if you ever need to talk, and you're like, yeah, let me talk.
I remember that. Okay, yeah, I remember it when you say that, but I don't remember it when I think about it. When I look at the names, I don't remember what.
Remember Mr. X chasing us around like a bunch?
I don't. Okay, well, here's the thing. I played that game so much since that it's like the Gameshed's playthrough was just another playthrough, I guess. Like,
yeah.
I went and like S plus run. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I did a bunch of runs on the game.
I got a bunch of runs.
Yeah. So I can't confidently say, but I feel like it wasn't the best series. It's mostly a game, or it's mostly like the gameplay towards the end was at least standard.
And it also was our first attempt at being relevant.
Yeah, it was. We picked that game up like as soon as it came out, came home, recorded, and had it up the next day.
Yeah, and
we got it.
It was exciting.
Yeah, we got it like midnight, but no one watched it anyway. But it was cool to try to like put that out the day it came out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might.
I'm feeling a D.
I was thinking about C or D, honestly, but yeah.
Okay.
I was like, this feels pretty benchmark.
If you're between C and D, I'm gonna have to say it's D.
It's probably D, yeah, because there's just not many funny or memorable things in it.
There we go. RE2 is a D.
We do some funny shit on the channel, those guys. We swear sometimes.
Okay. Ape Escape to Anza series.
Oh yikes!
No. Okay.
You're
Okay.
purposely picking all the bad ones.
I don't like Ape Escape 2. I didn't.
Boo.
Like, I played it up in the series, how much I hated it, because like it hasn't done anything to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people enjoy Ape Escape. I didn't at the time, but that doesn't change my opinion. I don't think it's fun. I played for like 10 or so episodes before I just was like, you know what, Anza, if you like this game, play it to your heart's content, because I wasn't enjoying myself.
You were miserable.
I had some fun like picking on it though, but I feel like I feel like if anyone saw it, that would just piss them off.
Yeah,
like, I would just piss them off.
People who really like Ape Escape.
Yeah. I think there was like some kind of wacky element to it. It's probably not the worst series, but like I do think it's like the worst game. There was Pink Monkey.
You know what?
There was Pink Monkey.
Pink Monkey.
I did like that. I genuinely. I said it at the time. That boss fight with the Pink Monkey, and you have no idea. You have no idea what I'm talking about. But that boss fight with the Pink Monkey was the only like part of the game that I thought was genuinely like fun, good game design.
All I need to say that will wrap this up.
Okay.
The jump button is on the trigger.
Yeah. I'm putting it in E.
What fucking platformer does that?
I'm putting it in E.
Okay, I thought you said D. I was like, that's a bit high for Ape Escape.
And not just because the game. I don't think it was our strongest series commentary wise either. I don't think it's F.
Wasn't she just yelling a whole bunch?
No, it was probably me doing most of the yelling. Yeah. I don't think it had like the worst commentary we've ever spawned. We have not been very kind to ourselves so far.
No, we've always been a bit harsh on ourselves when it comes to our series.
Here's a throwback. Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh, Odyssey.
Our first game.
What a gem. What a sweet, innocent little series that was there.
The first series we ever recorded for the channel.
And have ever really planned to do. It was just like, yep, this is Mario. This is what we're doing. 100%.
We didn't even think about it. I just fucking bought a Switch and I was like, dude, we're funny together. Let's record
Yeah, we were playing it on our... This is the start of the channel. This is like the... This is what we always talk about, which was like the... Conception. Not the conception, but like...
No, that was with Anza.
The demo, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a actual like try. That was my audition.
That was your audition. There you
Yeah,
go.
it was us playing Mario Odyssey, and then we were just joking around, literally like the grumps, and we are like, we could do this. And
Yeah.
it was a
I was like,
blossoming,
hey,
beautiful friendship.
It's like, so I'm going to record this. And then we recorded it. And it was fucking awesome. It was the greatest session in the world. It's like tribute, dude.
The greatest session in the world.
Like, seriously.
Right.
Yeah, it's like we basically had our Tenacious D tribute moment because we thought we had like such a fucking great session.
And it
then
was
we
exciting too.
Yeah, and then we realized we only recorded the audio. And we had to it made it so our first actual session that we recorded correctly, we just bitched the whole time because we didn't.
Like, oh man,
we were
this
just
was
like,
so cool.
We were just like, man, if you were there,
Man, you should have been there.
you had to be there, but it was so good.
It'll be really funny if like, obviously we're not, because I'm about to say this, but if we were like just made that whole story up.
Yeah.
So that way it can we can have a good transition of like the first ever videos going up. Like, let's just pretend like we had an amazing ass session. We somehow lost it. Make people think that we're funny. And that we were just like, oh man, you should have seen it. They were fucking, yeah.
I got you.
I mean, also, I
get
think
you.
from the first session, I do remember it was a bit scattered.
It was.
But like, I think we were just so excited because even when we lost it, we were just like, oh,
we came back and
whatever,
we
we'll
redid
do
it.
Yeah, we went to the gas station. I got a monster. I was like, no problem. And then we did it again. And I was like, oh, and while we were doing it, I was like, oh, I kind of remember what we talked about.
Yeah, we kind of tried to reinstate some.
The 9th episode.
Oh yeah, our first classic.
The first ever class, which is really early.
They're classics
like
to us.
Which is, I think, the moment we realized like this is gonna be a good thing going.
It's gonna be something that we enjoy at least.
Yeah,
if no one else.
And then we had like the first episode that fell flat on it as well.
We did.
And I
wrote, don't watch this episode.
We even called it skip this video.
Skip this video.
Yeah, because we felt so ashamed of it, which probably isn't even that bad. We're just like,
no, it was bad. We walked around doing nothing the whole time. It was at that time it was the first time we'd walked around doing nothing for
because we already played it on our own quite a bit, so we knew where we were going. And also, I had a controller to fidget with, so like I didn't have to break the fucking pen like I do now. I was just like fucking, and sometimes it would fuck with you, and it'd be funny.
Well, we've since become like a lot more used to entire videos at a time, like multiple videos in a row. Sometimes where we don't accomplish anything.
Yeah.
But at the time, we were like, oh, I feel bad about that video existing. I don't know. Okay, we're not saying much about the series itself. There are some like moments that are priceless in that series, for me at least, because like we didn't
number 5.
We didn't know each other that well.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like we're probably gonna end up watching that again, just so we can be like, oh, what the fuck, and learn shit about each other, and like we'll probably just sit here and be like, yeah, he bites butts. I get that,
but that's the thing.
Biting butts is great.
That's what's cool. Like we really got like a time capsule right there.
Yeah, it's yeah, that's true. Which you and Ozzy wouldn't have had even if it started with her.
No, me and Anza definitely have a time capsule complex.
You have a time capsule, but you guys weren't getting to know each other.
No, not at the time. We'd known each other for a while already, but we definitely, it was definitely a moment in time that's not there anymore. But that said, I'd give Mario Odyssey a B.
I give it a B. I was just thinking B. Yeah.
I don't think it's the best series, but it's really important and close to my heart.
It's a really good start.
It's good for our first series.
Be good back to watch. There's lots of funny moments. I've seen the 9th episode on that so many times because it was just hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some moments that were a bit on the lull side, but yeah,
for sure. Okay, let's
next
Crash Bash.
Crash Bash.
One of my favorite games from
Go ahead.
one of my favorite games from my childhood that I later discovered everyone else who likes the Crash games thinks is like the beginning of the downfall of Crash, and I'm just kind of sitting there off to the side like, well, shit.
You know,
Guess I'm stupid because I fucking love that game.
I would like to have a word with Crash Bash.
Okay. Let's have a word about Crash Bash.
Okay, about Crash Bash. That's a different story. I mean, I would like to take Crash Bash like into a locked room and just talk, just want to talk, you know?
Rough them up a bit.
Yeah, Crash Bash. Oh boy, it pissed me off.
I used to play that game with my grandpa.
But it's fun. It's really fun. It's pissing me off. It's angry.
It made a lot of funny moments.
It made a lot of funny moments, and it was fun to rage at it. And I think that would be kind of good to watch. I mean, there's some moments where there's some parts where it's just like we would keep failing, even though like
there are lulls.
Even though it would be kind of our control, like with robots and shit. But I mean, half the time we would just come up with something else. Like, how about the Mr. White episode?
See, that was the start of something that we've repeated once since then, and probably will again at some point.
Like we tried doing the first PG episode.
Oh. I feel like that one wasn't actually funny, if I'm being honest. I haven't watched it.
I don't think so either, but I mean we just tried to do some stuff while we were like
we tried
failing,
some stuff.
Whenever we weren't raging at it.
I feel like because the whole idea was that we wouldn't swear. But hang on. I feel like I did it too well, and it wasn't funny in that way.
Oh, what you
like?
did
I wasn't like. I don't know. Once I'm conscious, like we can't swear. Like I didn't have trouble not swearing.
I mean, I can kind of do that, but with Crash Bash, there's no way. There's no way. Even when I play a game, there's no way.
So you fucked up. You fucked up, and like maybe it made it funny or interesting. I really don't remember. It was like a year and a half ago.
Even the last episode finale in parentheses, no question mark. Fuck you.
Yeah,
you wanted to bring it back. It's like no,
because it's totally coming back someday.
No,
everyone. I'm winking right now. Yeah, we'll see.
And there's another one where like you fucking lost it at me.
Yeah, I did.
We were going under fucking in a donut. I wasn't even trying to fuck you up, and you're just like, no, fuck you. You don't deserve to do that. That's how you laugh.
Yeah,
I thought that show was hilarious.
That's in the movie as well.
That's in the movie, yeah.
I think
there are some moments that were in the movie. Yep, it's just Bomberman.
We were proud of it when it happened. When the series happened,
there were some good moments in it. There were lots of good moments.
I remember we thought it was one of our best at the time.
I kind of still am on that. I think it was just a good time whenever we booted it up. Sure, I've been like, oh fucking goddamn, I gotta do this, and like it was kind of tough to make progress, but I still think it was a good time.
There's a lot of stuff to like hear us just talking about, like the stuff that we did that day in like old series that really are like at the time we're like, this isn't funny or interesting. No one's gonna care, but like the stupid stuff that we just say about whatever we did that day is what makes me the most like, oh, when I rewatch it. You know, and I'm just like, oh, it puts me back there.
Yeah, because it's really tough to remember what we did because we did kind of the same shit all the time. Just
but like when you talk about
varying differently, yeah,
because we don't anymore. Like we do different stuff all the time.
Yeah,
and now we'll hear episodes from this year while we're in Arizona, talking about what we do here, and you know I'm getting off topic, but you get what I mean. Crash Bash, I'm comfortable with putting in A.
I'm also gonna put it in A as well. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I will do that then. And the next game.
And next.
Okay. We'll go back to an Onza game. Life is Strange Before the Storm, I think.
Yikes.
This game should have never been played on the channel. I stand by that. I don't. It just. Okay. For anyone who hasn't seen the series, meaning anyone who's like for some reason watching this,
watching, listening,
we played Life is Strange, which is a narrative game with like a bunch of, it's voice acting. It's not like Night in the Woods or anything, Undertale or anything. It's like voice acting. So we should have been like watching it, and I guess reacting in like the small periods where there's not like a video game movie playing out on screen, but instead we tried to do like our normal style of commentary, and we just fucking talked over the entire game, and we talked about whatever the fuck we wanted to, mostly about the game itself, because what else is there to talk about, I guess. But but sometimes it was just like about poop or something. Because like
that's the extent of your conversations with Anza.
Yeah, exactly. Just whatever the fuck, or like we talked about fucking numbers at one point. Like there was a huge like dramatic moment towards the end of the game. That's supposed to be like really grab your attention, and you're supposed to be totally into it. And we're sitting there talking about fucking number riddles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Oh yeah, wasn't it like 3 is 5, 4 is 4, 5 is 4.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I showed you that because I was like,
yeah, you showed me that part. Yeah. Or you showed me something else like it too.
Because I was like, this isn't good. Like,
it's just you guys were totally like just not even paying attention to what was on the screen.
It was a bad idea at conception to play that game on the channel if we were going to try and
but there was like...
if we were going to try and do normal conversation over it. If we were going to play it like me and Bond eventually played Until Dawn, it could have worked better.
I mean, but there was one good moment that I remember was... Fuck, I forgot her name already, but when one of the characters raises her hand and it's written on it, it's just like, talk to Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to Rachel.
It said, yeah. I'm trying to remember
like
exactly what it said. It said something, yeah, exactly like that.
Like call Rachel or something, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But she's
be with Rachel. That's what it said.
Yeah, she just like, it was like, it was just, she raised it like full on eye level in front of everyone.
Be with Rachel.
Like as if she was actually like, yeah. Like something Patrick would do in SpongeBob.
Okay, so honestly,
but I think that's a low hanging fruit joke.
No,
honestly,
like I think it's one of my like least favorite probably overall because I don't know. I haven't watched it back again either, and it was nice to play it with Anza and everything, but I just feel like I would do it differently now if we were going to do that game. But I do have to say, this is the series that got us our first viewer, our first loyal viewer, who still checks in with us every now and then, and he's fucking awesome. And I think that was his favorite series that we did, if not Inside. And I do appreciate the fuck out of that. And also, Life is Strange Before the Storm will always have a very special place in my heart because of the farewell episode we did, which I kind of always separate from the rest of the series in my mind. But yeah, that's one of the most important episodes, I think, just overall on the channel. I'm gonna put it in E just because of those.
E.
It's very close.
It's very strange because I remember you were talking about how much you thought that the series was easily the worst on the channel.
Oh yeah, I just talked about that.
Can't say
I do think Breath of the Wild. You know.
It's okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings much.
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just stating my opinions.
Next. Right quicker.
Next. Okay, let's go to a Bond series because there are only technically 4 of them listed here. Until Dawn, because we just talked about Life is Strange. Until Dawn, I feel like we did Life is Strange, but we did it right. And it was also a horror game and just generally a more interesting and fun game. Better, like a fun experience. Bond hadn't played it before, and I wasn't telling her anything. I was letting her get the full experience. It's one of my favorite games ever. It was a great time, and I think it's a good watch too, and I'm cool putting that one in B. So I will.
So nice quick synopsis there.
Yes. And your next series that we will talk about is Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into this.
Okay.
This is an interesting one.
Okay.
Considering it's the second ever game that was under my name.
Yes.
It was fucking. I was
There was a
pretty new to that game.
There was a bleep in the first episode.
Yeah, there was a bleep. We don't talk about that. I was new to the channel.
We won't.
I was new to the channel.
We won't talk
I was a
about
slip
that.
of the tongue. That's just how I talked then. And I was super new to the game. And I was talking and I was like, oh, we kind of get into this. It's pretty fun. And then the way you being how you are, you just fucking bought the game. You sent a picture. You're like, we're doing this now. I'm like, what? I was like, the what? What the fuck game are we doing? I didn't think I was really ready for it. And I kind of was. I mean, I was always ahead on my own personal playthrough on the channel, but I was still such a fucking noob.
Yeah.
At the game. But weirdly enough, like this first half when I was a noob was when probably the best commentary was. It was
probably the better commentary, I agree. And I think it's got the Mario effect where it's because we were getting to know each other. And we were just going on like tangents about whatever the fuck crossed our mind. And then like we talked about fast food a lot, of course, also.
Yeah, but it was also I also just remember the thing that just comes to my mind is just crabs.
Yep.
That's where a lot of the censor bleeps came from. I was
yes.
Like, time to cheese them.
I picked all of your censors out of one Dark Souls 3 session, and I still use them all to this day.
Damn, one session. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy. So, like, that's got to say something about the commentary then. But, man, it took a while for the fucking gameplay to just pick up anywhere. Until
you had, like, a RE2, like my version. My RE2.
I was struggling because also like it's different. It's tough because like when you play, I notice when you play a Dark Souls game on the channel, I'm just trying to do it as quick as I can. Really, I'm trying to run through everything. I'm not really looking to kill every enemy like 2 or 3 times over, farm souls, look for the best weapon, look for every item, and then end up stocking on souls and I get more levels and blah blah blah. I'm just kind of going through, and then sometimes I'll just be under-leveled or under-geared for a boss, and then it's a bit tougher, and there's less the fucking pressure of doing it on camera. So, like, I wasn't prepared for that at all, and I was getting my ass kind of beat to me until we took that hiatus.
Oh, okay.
And then I continued to plat the game and play it like a few other times through, and then I was just getting the bosses
here's
one
the thing.
time each.
When we came back with Dark Souls, the gameplay was way better and the commentary was way worse.
Yeah, so there's a trade-off there.
Which puts it at like a painfully like average series, but I do have to say those first like 40 episodes we did before we took that hiatus have the same kind of nostalgia effect that Mario does for me.
Yeah, but
because of what we were saying. Like, for me, it's definitely not the game. It's not Dark Souls 3. To me, it's like, it's that time period.
Yeah, and you also... fuck, I lost my train of thought.
I mean, I'll pretty much let you place this one, but I'll let you know what I would give it.
You get best of both worlds, I think, in this. So you either get to watch good gameplay, which some of you care about, and other ones that don't. So it's really just pick which half you want to watch.
I still think the
like,
first half is better to like put on.
The first half, we got shit like, we called the Onion Bro Squidward.
Yeah.
Just every episode name, we knew what we talked about. Meanwhile, the second half,
we had
2 episodes in a row about Pokemon.
And like we knew it was bad and we didn't care. Like that was so much of like the latter sessions after episode 40.
But also
there was so much stuff that was just, we were really at like a lazy and like we don't want to be like
But also in the first half I tried talking about the story and the world a lot and you didn't really care.
That happened in like the first session. Yeah.
That happened throughout, I think. I think I tried doing that. Maybe a bit less and less. I was like picking up on like, don't talk about that. Okay, I'll talk about it a little.
So I don't know. Where would you place it?
I want to place it in B, but I'm probably gonna chuck it in C.
I was gonna say C. We're putting that one in C. Dark Souls.
That is fair. All right, next
3. Okay. Next, we'll talk about Inside Anza series. Okay.
For a reason, Limbo popped into my mind, but I guess
We'll get there.
I guess we'll get there.
Inside. I'll just wrap this one up quick. At the time I thought it was like kind of a throwaway, like, oh, this could have been better, but like, here's the thing: we did pretty good on the gameplay until the last couple episodes. We were actually like on par with the Grumps gameplay, which if people think they're bad at games, I think they're crazy because they're way better than we are most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time.
Yeah, almost all the time. And we were actually like on par with them. Anza was doing pretty good. And then eventually like it all fell apart at the end and she took like an hour longer.
I feel like at the Inside it's a really tough game to not get through pretty quick because you just kind of just run in the right direction. Yeah,
shit fell apart in like the last hour as far as gameplay. But like what I realized when I watched that series back, also like our subscriber I was talking about earlier from Life is Strange watched the series and loved it as well. Really appreciate that, dude.
Really, just our one viewer.
Yeah,
maybe he's watching.
Please, I hope so.
I should check out all these.
Love that, dude. Anyway, yeah. So gameplay was mostly pretty solid. And I thought we were like kind of blowing it at the commentary, but just watching stuff back, like picking out clips for the movie last year, I think unless I just stumbled on like some good batches, like it was probably one of the funniest or just like kind of relaxing and nice series that me and Anza did like ever. I need to think. I think I would give it a B.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
That's where I'm putting that. All right. Well, just in case you had anything to say.
I don't know nothing about that series.
I know you don't. Okay, yeah. I'm putting Inside in B, and we will go back to you and I. Silent Hill.
Oh, okay. Recent stuff.
Recent. Very recent. Silent Hill, one of the most recent series we have finished.
Yeah, and probably, I think we can agree, one of the best ones of this year.
Like, spoiler alert, I think it's one of our best series ever.
Just period.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough for me to remember.
At this point,
I was during both Silent Hill games, I was pretty fucking tired, so I won't remember what I say, so watching that back will be news to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of series with you where you don't remember what the fuck you said. But I remember it was a good time and we were genuinely looking forward to play. That's always a good sign because sometimes we occasionally we look forward to playing a game and like Silent Hill's like dim the lights, let's put up the candle, get some Silent Hill going.
That's exactly what I'm remembering too. And that's why I said like at the beginning that these aren't necessarily based on quality, but like it's based on what we remember. It's like the series that we had like a great time doing, we haven't watched Silent Hill back. We don't know if it's as good as we like, if it reflects how great of a time we had doing it. But that's how we're judging it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, probably wasn't a whole lot of funnies happening there.
It was just a feel-good series.
It was feel-good in that we were both enjoying the game. And
we were enjoying each other's company.
Yeah, and a funny thing would happen like every so often, and we're mostly just trying to figure out the game.
We had some good talks too.
And also there were lots of good talks. Yeah, like the fucking heartbreak episode.
We talked about our first heartbreaks when we were like
8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great episode.
I haven't watched it and I don't want to watch it for a long time because I think it'll be really cool to check out when I'm older.
I think we were like in some sewer or something, but
yeah,
like also just the environment. Yeah, just game sets it's good. It's a really good series. That's all I have to say.
It was really
also,
fun
like,
to do. I can't promise it's great to
also,
watch.
you were scared most of the time too. So like,
Yeah, it accomplished
it's
what it
fine
meant
that
to.
we kind of didn't have many laughs going because people can be entertained by you being scared.
I think it might have been off to a rough start. I don't remember. I think every series we do has a bit of a rough start.
It's either rough or really good.
We have to see how we work with the game right at the beginning. So often it's like a little awkward at the very beginning. But I think if you stick with it, we found our footing pretty quick in that one. And
It's weird
the second session we had to do 3 different times because my old computer kept fucking it up. And then we did a whole episode making fun of my computer. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, remembering like all the lost episodes where you're just like, it's probably just going up, so I'm just gonna take this as an opportunity to vent and to say how much I fucking hate my computer and my life.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really fucking funny, just letting you go nuts. And like that's why when we came back with episode 8, when it actually did go up, we kind of just knew what we were doing and blasted through it. So that helped out progress a little bit.
Oh yeah, it helped out in the school, and then we didn't really encounter like a huge bump in the road again in the whole game.
I forgot.
We had
about
like
this.
an episode or two where we had some trouble. That's it.
I forgot about this. Silent Hill episode 9. I buy you lunch.
That's a good episode.
From under cheese. Yeah, that too.
See, yeah, there's just a lot of good shit in there. There's some funny stuff. There's some stupid stuff, but like mostly it just felt good doing that series. I'm giving that one an S.
S tier. You know what?
Unless you disagree.
I was gonna put it in an A, but then I saw From Under Cheese. I'll buy you lunch. Let's call him Squidward.
Silent Hill might be. It's one of my favorites. It might.
And the Heartbreak episode.
It's not my favorite, but it's top
up there.
3.
It's definitely
Probably.
up there.
Okay, I'm putting that in S. Silent Hill.
S for Silent Hill. All right. Next.
Okay. Next. We have Lights, Camera, Pants, SpongeBob.
Oh boy, the sleeper hit.
Yeah,
The
apparently
sleeper
like
hit
every
series.
episode of this series got like 15 views or more, which is like fucking big time for us. Like, damn. We had people watching that shit.
Apparently, yeah. And it was just, I don't know. At the time of recording, I was just like, okay, whatever. I wasn't super into it, but there's lots of good quality episodes in it.
I don't remember the series.
I mean, okay, I remember the rock, paper, scissors shit that's in the movie.
I don't know.
That
if
was
that's...
ridiculous, and that wasn't scripted.
Oh, yeah.
Like, at all. And it probably looks like it was. What the fuck was that?
Just my nose.
Scared me.
Yeah, the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, the rock, paper, scissors thing. That went on for way too long, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know how funny that is because it went on for like 5 minutes, but...
It was really funny for me. It was driving the wrong way in the race thing.
That was awful.
And just more or less just playing like an asshole.
Yeah.
And just fucking you up.
Yeah.
I
don't think we should linger on it too long.
10-0, that episode.
Oh, yeah. I was a hero in that one.
And we also the movie, the finale, we put the movie in it, which was kind of unnecessary, but
it was unnecessary, but we weren't gonna not like put it there because you're supposed to. It's part of the game, but like we weren't gonna sit there and like commentate over it, so we just kind of like said a word every like 2 minutes.
Guitar Zero. We watched that episode back. And like it was just funny to see us just do awful. And your story, the Ruben Close story that has
I like
a twist.
that one. I do like that.
The most proudest story that you have.
Okay, I'm feeling a C to a B. What about you?
I was feeling an A on this.
I think we gotta go B then.
I'll put B. I'll compromise with you.
I don't
just
think
because I'm looking through this, I'm like, it looks like pretty much every episode is quality enough.
Oh no, half the candle burned out.
No, we're halfway done.
Yeah, it's got. Hopefully.
It's a sign.
Hopefully. We just saw the lighthouse. We'll talk about that some other time.
Probably not.
Yeah, who knows? We'll probably talk about it in the Gameshed, knowing us.
Not here.
Okay, on the series. Pac-Man World 2. I liked that game a lot more than Ape Escape. We had some pretty good chemistry, pretty good fun going on for the first half of it. There was a stretch of 5 episodes where we were stuck in one place. And I imagine it was fucking terrible to watch, but it was the only time we had to record that week. And what did happen because of that is when she finished it, actually, no. I think she finished it off camera and totally robbed anyone of actually like feeling like, oh, finally. So that wasn't very good. But there was something. There was a complete fucking one of the most amazing victories to this day on the Gameshed happened in that series, which of course you don't even know about. But
No.
Anza did this one level after fucking it up for like way too long. And I think we just started screaming and hugging and like we were just like so fucking happy. It was fucking great. It was beautiful. But a lot of that series is probably pretty frustrating to watch. And I don't remember much conversation. I'm feeling a C.
All right.
Okay.
See for LittleBigPlanet.
No. For Pac-Man World 2.
Pac-Man World 2. You can tell as soon as you talk about Anza's here, so I'm like, okay, cool. I can just tune out.
For LittleBigPlanet.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you heard World and thought Planet.
I heard World. I heard the biggest victories in you guys. You were playing together. I was like,
oh, there was a huge fucking victory in LittleBigPlanet too.
I was like, that's LittleBigPlanet. The candle's dying on us. Oh no.
Damn it.
There's like a little ember in it left.
It's okay.
It died.
Finally gave out. Okay.
Damn it! Now what the fuck are we gonna say at the end of this podcast?
It's okay. We'll still blow out a candle.
Okay, we'll light another one.
A metaphorical candle. Firewatch.
Firewatch. Speaking of candles, transition. Oh, now it smells very smoky in here.
Yeah, it will for a second.
Another speaking of Firewatch.
Okay, so at the time, Firewatch, I remember you never thought Firewatch was a great series.
Because I was mostly just dead, and I never really thought I pulled my weight with the jokes, which half the time is literally just me trying to be obnoxious and interrupt you. But you were coming up with some good stuff, and it was still good.
I
also
remember,
did it all in like one sitting too.
We did it all in one sitting. We haven't done anything like that since.
It was like 4 hours, wasn't it?
That's 3.5, 4 hours. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
The thing about that game is I was playing and I was pulling up the map like a lot. Like,
oh yeah, you were getting mad lost. Meanwhile, I played.
It was really frustrating to watch me play. I assume.
Meanwhile, I picked it up myself recently, and I didn't have nearly as much trouble as you did with the map. But maybe because I also kind of knew the game too.
Well, either
like, oh yeah, this looks familiar and all that.
Either I'm just bad, or I don't know. Maybe doing the Let's Play at the same time was a little distracting.
Yeah, then now you know my struggle. I do want to redact the statement I made in the finale though. And then
about the ending?
No, I don't like the ending. Yeah. I mean, that was more or less just me being frustrated, like, nothing happened. I waited 4 hours and nothing fucking happened. Meanwhile, like...
Yeah, and I was all like, you missed the point, and you were like, no.
I kind of did. I kind of did, Loki. I mean, I was stupid. I am stupid.
No, it's cool.
But, like, I played it myself, and I got the full effect on it. And the prologue, even back then, I was like, this is nice. This is good. When I was playing by myself, I was tearing up a bit in that prologue.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh cool.
Just having that music in the back, and then just all the colors working together, and like you're actually like following along the text where it's like, oh, you're trying to build a life together. You decide to adopt a dog.
So you've built up your own,
and then you put yourself in the shoes of the main character. And you feel what they're going through, and the fucking clips of the gameplay where you're just walking through, like, and it's like a little snippet. Beautiful, that fucking prologue's a 10 out of 10.
It's a beautiful looking game.
Yeah,
and the storytelling's pretty good as far as storytelling like games like that go.
I love that shit where like movies, shows, comic books, where like the character is like thinking or flashing back to something and it cuts in and out.
Yeah.
Really quickly, and they're like walking or running somewhere or something, or just sitting and thinking.
So
I love that shit. Where like you get the visual, like what is in their head.
So
kind of like
you've grown more fond of the game.
Yes, very
since
much
then.
so.
What about the series?
Now the series I think is still pretty darn solid.
You do
pretty good. Well, I mean, what do we have in it? Fucking Miriam. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest the joke there.
We have Forrest Burns, but like
Bernie.
Here's the thing with
Bernie
Forrest Burns.
Freaking out.
Yeah, I was calling him Bernie the whole time, and then I realized Markiplier did that afterwards.
Yeah, but you didn't know that, so it's okay.
I watched his series.
Okay. Yeah, but
I totally had totally skipped my mind. It had been a while, and then I just felt like I'm a fucking total ripoff.
Yeah, I mean, also we were like really invested when shit was actually happening. I think so. Like the latter half might have been a little because you were getting lost a lot, or the jokes kind of like slowed down. But first, like, how about fucking Yellowstone, Arizona?
I'm willing to give this one a B.
I'm willing to give it a B as well.
Okay,
that's what I was thinking of where I was putting it.
I was thinking
to make a case for it.
I was thinking C, and then I was willing to do B. We'll put it in B.
A B tier. You sound like Donkey.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Firewatch in B.
All right, next.
Okay. Let's jump over to another Bond series because she's only got a few. A Way Out. Okay. A Way Out is one of the other only series Bond and I have actually finished. And I think I really enjoyed playing A Way Out with Bond. I don't have a ton to say about it. But I know the finale is like extremely memorable, probably like the most memorable moment that her and I have had on the channel. And I think we had some solid moments in there for sure. Really solid series, actually, when I think it through. I'm not gonna say a ton about it. I'm gonna place it in the B tier as well. We got mostly B's so far.
Hey, we're above average. I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. Night in the Woods and Supplementals.
And Supplementals. So there's... Fuck.
Just off the bat, this is an S.
S tier, yeah. Next.
We can talk about it.
I thought...
We can talk about it, but Night in the Woods on its own could be arguably an S or an... It's definitely an A.
Yeah, at least A.
But it could be an S for us. And
I was waiting for you to say...
Night in the Woods and Lost Constellation and Longest Night. Like, Lost Constellation in particular
S.
is our favorite series,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
I was waiting for that to come out. I was going to be like, S, next.
Yeah.
Just no further discussion. Because Longest Night...
No, it was Lost Constellation.
Lost Constellation. I get those two mixed up because
Yeah.
they really should be fucking reversed. Easily the best. I had arguably my best voice picked out for the character, and it fit so well. And it was funny because at first you were like, really that? And then you saw how well it fucking fit.
And then we thought it was a guy at first, the main character, and she turns out to be not a guy, it was a girl.
Yeah, but,
but it was still great.
But it's still great. I mean, it still looks like that voice, you know? And just our improv moments hit so well. Like, I don't know what.
Yeah.
We were on the same wave like that whole fucking time. And every episode, I remember it was just constantly like, that's probably the happiest series.
Yeah, no.
That's gotta even when we first
agree.
got in there and saw the snow and the aesthetic of that,
I immediately felt like so fucking good.
Oh yeah.
I felt so good playing that. I decided like right then I'm gonna play it every fucking Christmas from now on. Every December.
How about that fucking mouse thing in the tree god boy?
Oh yeah.
You wanna pray or not?
I thought you meant the cat for a second.
The cat too.
They were all great.
And the snowmen, the snow people.
The snowmen. I just played that game with my mom. I played Night in the Woods and Lost Constellation.
Also, you were playing.
Hang on. Well, I was playing that with my mom. Like, I love Night in the Woods. It's one of my favorite games ever now. But we played Lost Constellation, and I love that too. I was trying not to pay too much attention as I was playing it because I know I want to play it for December. But it didn't hit in the same way. Maybe it's because it wasn't like a dark room and it wasn't whatever. I'm not shitting on the game at any extent, but I am saying I think that series was special.
The series definitely was. I don't know what. That's lightning in a bottle.
That series was really...
That's never going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what else was it? What's a testament to that is you were the one playing, but I was doing the voice. And the shit that I would say to like improv in between voices, you would just kind of do
on
at
screen.
the same time. Yeah, on
yeah,
screen.
like walking away from the mouse and be like, oh, fucking...
Yeah, and then like it turns around while I'm saying that, and I'm like, it looks like I'm playing and I'm making that, but I'm not. That part's, yeah.
Favorite series. At least as of now, if something tops it, goddamn, like, I am happy we did better, but like, yeah, that's the best series as of right now.
For sure. Now, Night in the Woods, though.
Okay, Night in the Woods itself, we thought sucked at the time. Like, we thought our series on it sucked. I remember the first 3 episodes we did in one night, and it was before we met any of the other characters like Greg or anyone.
And before we knew what to do with our voices.
Yeah, before you even knew what the game was. And like we were trying to figure it out. So it definitely had a slow and awkward start. The first like few episodes. And then once we met Greg, we got really into it for like 15 or 20 episodes. And then around like maybe episode 30 or 35, somewhere in between there. The last like 10 or so episodes, we were like done. We didn't want to be playing it anymore.
Come on, like how long has we've been playing this game for like 10 fucking years.
And
lots of reading.
Obviously, where I stand now, that game is extremely important to me now. I have May and Greg both tattooed on me now.
Oh yeah.
And like that's my feel good game. I'm gonna play it every fall, and then Lost Constellation every December.
I just look back at the series and I'm like, I probably could pick out pretty much any episode and I'll watch it.
I just had to justify, or not justify, but like I had to say we've changed since then, or at least I have, because the last like 10 episodes, we were like, like we were done.
Well, yeah, and also like we weren't. At least I didn't think I was good at voice acting, or at least knew what to do for it until this game. And what was really funny was because I wanted to do a stupid joke where we did the Ed and Eddie voices.
Yeah.
And then it ended up turning into kind of our own thing.
Yeah, they're all like a little different.
Yeah, except Angus.
Ed was
Angus
pretty much
is just Ed, but
yeah.
I mean, it depends on which Ed. If the earlier Ed is a little higher pitched, but still, that kind of voice. That's gonna be the same throughout. I also picked a really tough voice at the very end with the cult.
And
that hurt my throat quite a bit. That whole series hurt my voice.
There was a lot of improv stuff that we threw in that we thought was like totally dumb and we were failing. And maybe it is. Like, I don't know. But we think it's funny now.
I kept throwing stuff in too when you'd be like, okay, come on.
And we were just like kind of trying but failing. But like when we watch it back, it makes us laugh a lot.
And the last thing I want to point out is like this series is like the top and like the go-to to show people like that I can't read. A,
oh yeah.
And B, I said I was saying this really dumb shit. Not like dumb as I guess I might have said some dodgy things in that series.
I don't know.
I think I did it once or twice, but like half the time it would just be like, well, let's go to a Weezer or something. Or something really stupid. And like the award for the stupidest thing ever said is corn pumpkins.
Yes, episode 27. another classic
And we
moment
just
for us.
glossed over it too.
Yeah, we were just like, yeah, whatever. Like, and then we watched it back. We were like, what?
Like, how did you get this from that? And that was.
And then we just fucking. There's so much shit like that in that
became
series.
the meme for the longest time.
I never watched it back again. I plan to someday. What I'm mostly worried about is that it actually probably
we had
is
some good bits.
It probably actually is extremely annoying that we couldn't read.
It might be just funny.
Maybe,
it might be a mix
but
of both.
maybe not.
Mix of both. I mean,
I don't know.
We also had some good bits like the "We're not children."
Yes, we did. Okay.
And
it was.
Yep.
I don't know if you can. I don't know if we can take credit or if it's the game itself, because it is such a. Like we were reading. That was the game.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crutch. I mean, we pulled our own weight enough
here and there, but it is a series that Bond, who was our viewer at the time,
who's been
was
replaced,
extremely like. She watched like 12 episodes in one night or something at one point. Like she was invested in Night in the Woods when she was watching it. She was like really into the series, and I don't think we ever like drilled her for questions and asked if it was like were we good or like was the game good? Or,
so were we good? You never want to ask your girl that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, stop.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Goddamn.
Like was it our commentary or was it the game? But something about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Something about it. I mean, all I'll say is like whether or not did we pull our weight. You think anyone else will fucking read Corn and Pumpkins as Corn Pumpkins?
I don't. I really don't.
Case in point. That's all I need to say. Next.
Night in the Woods and supplementals are easy S, faster than anything else. Okay. Anza, Resident Evil 7. This was my first Resident Evil game. It was for Halloween. The first 7 episodes felt really great. Even though I was bad, like we were having fun, or I was having fun. I did annoy her once or twice with my bad gameplay. But we had the famous egg debate of how to say egg versus egg. And she said egg, but she claimed that she was saying egg. And then I went to VidCon and asked Funhouse how to say it. Remember that? I tagged that little video of them saying the correct...
Yeah, and they're all very confused. They're like...
They didn't know why we asked.
Back in second grade?
They didn't know why we asked.
Well, that was the biggest thing for a while, because also Bond kept saying egg.
But they... Funhouse, that is. They also they were like, what the fuck? But like they all said it too. They all said egg, and then I fucking put a counter of who said it my way and who said it Anza's way, and we like me and you won. You know, the right way.
The right way, yeah.
Egg with an E.
With an sound, almost an sound. I mean, that's the other thing too. Why we're also doing a podcast is we can easily argue about and be fucking elitist about any fucking subject.
Oh yeah.
Like for a whole night we were fucking arguing about eating mac and cheese with a spoon or a fork.
Yes, that's true. Anyway, Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 7. I think the first 7 episodes were good, or good enough. There were some points, but after that, was when we actually started. Me and Anza went fucking ham at recording, starting around that time.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. Like
because she had to head out later that year, and leave the channel. I think I hear crickets outside, but okay. So yeah, we went fucking ham with the recording around that time, and that was one of the first games that we decided to finish, and we went from episode 8 to the finale, which is episode 31, was all done in one night. We played until like 1 or 2 a.m. and we both lost all of our energy after like the first 5 or 6 episodes probably, and I don't remember the rest of that series. every episode was like almost 20 minutes long, and we were getting nowhere for most of it. And I was so bad at the game, even though we were on assisted. It was fucking terrible. But I did everyone a courtesy for anyone who actually decided to watch that. I did a lot of cutting in that series, and it's the only series to this day I've ever done a bunch of cutting in.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy because like I think you guys were maybe a third of the way done, and then like we hang out after like I was gone for League. Like you hung out with Anzo once, they did one recording session. You're like, yeah, we finished the game. I was like, fucking what?
Yeah, we had to do it all in one night.
It was crazy. So
and it was really. I wouldn't recommend watching most of the series, so that doesn't say a lot of good for it. But there is something I really like about the series, and enough so that it brings it to a D for me. Resident Evil 7 is a D overall. Poor Resident Evil games, RE2 and RE7, are both in D.
They're good games, we just don't know what to do with them.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Next.
Limbo.
Oh, man. I don't want to fucking talk about this. It was
Limbo
fun talking
is,
about Night in the Woods. Now this.
Limbo is a game that we didn't really... I don't
know why we did this.
What do we have? You don't?
Yeah.
I'm happy we did Limbo.
I mean, because I already played the game, so I knew all the.
I hadn't played it.
You haven't, but like I basically was just trying to shut my mouth the whole time and just talk about whatever. And I remember it just being a really low energy series.
It was kind of like me and Anzo with Inside, except I think Inside pulls away as the better series, honestly.
I think so too, and I haven't even seen Inside, but
and I like Limbo better as a game. I like the aesthetic. I like the gameplay. I liked playing it.
It's a good game.
I feel like we
don't get me wrong.
I feel like we just had like a chill 15 or so episodes with Limbo.
It just felt low energy to me and nothing really memorable about it.
I don't know.
Except Greg.
The Return of Greg, yeah.
Return of Greg.
Of course.
Oh yeah, and then I randomly went schizo.
That happened, yeah. There were some funny bits. There, if you watch the movie, there's some funny stuff from Limbo. But
I think that's all I really remember. Oh yeah, no, when you got pancake. Yeah, you know what? There's some stuff there. It's just kind of out there in between.
It's a D for me. Yeah.
You say something?
It's a D from me.
They'll put it in D as well.
Okay. Limbo with Resident Evil games and Outlast.
Next.
Okay. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights.
Oh my god, that's a game. That's a series that happened.
That's a game we totally forgot about. I'm saying that too much, I'm realizing.
You say that every time we bring up Scooby-Doo. You were really like looking forward to playing Scooby-Doo on the channel.
I love that game. It was really fucking dark.
It was scary too. Like we
had that glitch, dude.
Twice.
We talked about
We had it twice.
We talked about creepypastas for 2 or 3 episodes, I think.
Yeah, and then we actually had one happen in front of us.
Yeah.
It was like scary. It was like there's the audio just cut out. It was the characters talking, but it was like and then you hear like clack 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 sounds like in the background. It was just yeah, like goddamn, if that shit happened when I was playing that alone, just chilling at night. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna play some
Yeah, that'd be
Scooby-Doo.
terrifying.
I'd be like, no, who the fuck is here? Like Lisa from fucking PTs will be at the fucking hallway, just like,
oh, that's terrifying.
just yeah, no, fuck that shit, fuck all that noise. But still,
did we play that whole game in LA? I think we did.
we did. And you complained about how dark it was as well.
It really was. Like, I think what we eventually realized with the PS2 is that those games were made for CRTVs or whatever.
CRTs,
yeah. And we need to make sure to turn the brightness up all the way on those old games when we do them from now on. Because that series I wouldn't watch back strictly because it's too dark. you can't see anything.
I think we had some fun during it though.
Even the light parts of the game are too fucking dark. And like it was too dark for me playing it, but like watching it, that's just, why would you even put yourself through that? As a series, there's some conversations worth hearing, I think, in there.
Yeah, it was mostly just like looking back on stuff.
It was cool.
It was like a good, like, we kind of just, for whatever reason, took Scooby-Doo and we're like, we're going to reflect on a bunch of shit and just talk.
I generally enjoyed it, but it was definitely too dark. I'd give it a C. Okay. C it is. And let us...
And then next.
1 second. I gotta put it in C. Scooby-Doo.
Type it into the clipboard there.
Yeah, I'm actually writing down the fucking tier list as we go. Anza, N-Sane, Crash 1. I put it in here, even though the N-Sane trilogy isn't over. Me and you might take it over someday. Who knows? Crash 1. It was mine and Anza's first series we ever played, but that doesn't mean much. The first couple sessions, I feel like the commentary, like we were really working on talking about stuff, so that was cool. We were also really new at it, and the gameplay was definitely frustrating. I know we had a couple people watch and say that it was frustrating to watch. And overall, here's the main kicker. It took us 46 episodes to do Crash 1, which is not the shortest. It's definitely the hardest of the original 3 Crash games, but 46 episodes is a little crazy. It could have maybe taken us 20 at most. Probably would have been acceptable by most people. 20 is even a little long. Stop falling asleep over there.
Huh?
So I'm going to put N-Sane Trilogy Crash 1 in E. And I don't hate the series. It's just there's too much wrong with it. It's way too long, way too frustrating.
Gameplay.
No, wait. You know what? We had some decent conversations. I'm going to put it in D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Changing it up.
I am. And that's only because we actually had a good time doing it. But I wouldn't recommend watching if you care about the gameplay at all. I'll just say that. Okay. Silent Hill 2, which we just finished for Halloween.
Silent Hill 2, okay. I was like, oh, this is my game. Okay, I can be awake. Yeah, weirdly enough, it's regarded as a better Silent Hill game, but it's not the better of the series either, or even in our eyes, wasn't the better game. We tried. We left with the hype of Silent Hill 1 still in our hearts,
and with knowing that like Silent Hill 2 is supposed to be the best Silent Hill, so like,
and so we came in even more excited. We were ready, and then like
the music was cool.
You'll probably see like in that first session, like that energy kind of starts to go away. It
dissipated pretty quickly, and you were pretty tired.
I was even more tired in 2 than I was in 1.
We got that call from Malad, which was really weird.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And like we just kept it in. I remember when the first session ended, I asked you like, "Do you just want to redo that?" And you were like, "No." And I was like, I didn't think that was good, and I think this is going to be a good game. I think we should redo it. And you were like, "No." And I was just like, "All right." Like, so like
I was just like, I'm too lazy to keep redoing shit. We probably should have, but
so like right off the bat, it fell short of Silent Hill 1, and it fell short of just our expectations. And I don't know how much it was the game's fault, at least right off the bat.
Well, I mean, somewhere in the middle, we kind of like, we can.
You like fell asleep during the first session. Like we had to cut the first session short.
Like some session, I was falling asleep.
So we can't say that that's like completely the game. it was sort of like frustrating playing it while you were fucking falling asleep.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I was mad tired.
Like, there's just outside factors, is what I'm saying, and that's still like that's the beginning of the game. The next session we were like, okay, guys, we're gonna do fucking good at this game now, and we still sucked. Like, it was frustrating, like for us, trying to do the Let's Play, and somewhere in the second session, it really like hit one of its lowest points, where we had to pull up the walkthrough for like 3 episodes straight. And we didn't know where to go, and we were just complaining, and yeah. Then around like episode 15 or so, it hit a stride for about 10 episodes. And I think it was feeling kind of like Silent Hill 1 at that point. We were having fun. We were like, you know what?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, maybe we were being pessimistic.
We were making really good progress. We're making such good time.
And then last night we were just talking about this.
The boat.
Yeah. Last night we were
then
just
the boat happened.
We were just talking about this. You can literally see the tail end of us having a fun time, and like you can see it just slowly fade over like the 7 minutes we sat in that boat.
In that boat just was like the final straw for us. It was just like sucking out all the energy.
Literally, that video, the only reason to sit through that video is to watch someone's soul get sucked out of them in real time. Like, that's the only reason to watch that.
I mean, if you really want the spoopy shit, then watch it then. But I mean, I tried my best to make it best out of the situation.
Yeah.
I was really excited we were in the boat. That was really funny. I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, I'm stoked. And you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And the thing is, we still had like 5 episodes after that, and the finale was like an hour long because I thought we were closer to the end than we were. The game crashed during the recording crashed during one of the most important cutscenes. Like, we just had some really bad luck at the end there,
and then the audio cut out at the end, which was scary too.
That was the first game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, but like some shit happened towards the end. The end was just really frustrating for us because like we were trying to wrap it up in 31 episodes, and I remember when we realized that there was a whole puzzle we didn't know we had to do yet, and it was like the second to last episode, and we almost just fucking said like, let's scrap the whole series. Like, none of this has gone up yet.
Let's scrap the whole series.
Like, let's just do something else. It's okay. Like,
it's fine. We had 10 good episodes, but hey, 10 out of 30.
That's the thing. Because we had 10 good episodes, I can't put this any lower than a D, but I definitely can't put it any higher.
I'm fine with that.
D. Silent Hill 2. It's not a good series, but it had a good run of episodes.
We tried our best for it.
Yes. Silent Hill 1, though, is a fucking S. I stand by that.
More. How great Silent Hill 1 is.
Okay. All right, Slender. I'll wrap this up quick. Slender, the Onza series. Slender, the Arrival. I think it's my personal favorite series I did with Onza. I wonder what she would say, but there was a lot of reading, which kind of sucked because we couldn't really read, and there were definitely the low points, but it definitely scared the shit out of both of us. And I remember we had some funny conversations in there, and I screamed like SpongeBob.
Oh yeah, you totally did. Yeah.
You
had them high screams in there. That was like one of your first... And she did
too. We got really scared together and we hugged, and it was just like, yeah.
That was one of your first series.
It was a special time
ever with her as well. So
yeah,
I mean, I think it was like probably the best Onza series that she had for a while. That ran for a while.
It's my
really not to say. At least that's what you also agreed with.
No, it's my favorite. It's my personal favorite Onza series. And I will.
Would you rewatch it again?
Would I rewatch it? Probably. Like I said, there is an episode where
She farted quite a bit in it too.
She farted, yeah. That and Crash. And, she farted a little in every
In this
series.
period, yeah,
That was her role on the channel. It's been a fartless channel since then. It's kind of sad. But, I think Slender is an A for me. Most special on the series. But yeah, there was that episode that was just like a lot of reading and a lot of really slow, really bad, really frustrating reading. But then we also got the fucking shit scared out of us in the same episode, which didn't exactly balance it out. But if you just watch that part like a highlight reel, it was pretty good. Slender is an A for me, but I'm willing to totally say I'm biased there. I just have really good memories of playing it with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know you're falling asleep over there, but I'm gonna
get a little tired. I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna quickly go over Resident Evil Remake that I did with Bond for this Halloween. Which is a really solid game. I didn't get tripped up anywhere, like really, until the very end. I felt really dumb at the very end, like the last few episodes. I had a brain fart and a brain shart, like 2 episodes later. But aside from that, progress was pretty good. And we didn't have a ton of like totally deep conversations, but we did have this one that stuck with me, like most of the best conversations on the Gameshed, it was about poop. We were climbing down a ladder as Jill, and it was like a high ladder. And I just noticed that her butt must have been totally like spread open. And like I was like, what if she pooped off that ladder? And if you want to know if you want to know where that story went, Bond had a pretty good. We had a good little back and forth about that idea because she'd thought about that before. Also, I told this story.
I thought you were gonna say she had experience with that. I'm like
pooping off a ladder.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm like, just go up on. Did she go up on a ladder and just in public and wait for people to come by?
I didn't ask.
Shit! Thank you.
No, we both were like we both pondered pooping off a ladder because like it just looked like it would just pancake on the ground.
Or would it bounce? All depends on
the exactly. See, it's interesting. Go check it out. And the other fucking pretty gross story, but I'm glad I just fucking went into it like completely. In one of the episodes, I told a story about going to Elbows and getting some mac and cheese and then throwing that shit all up in my shower.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go check that episode out. I think it was called Mac and Queeze.
Mac and Queeze.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Proud of that episode name. I'll give that one a B. Remake. Resident Evil Remake. Our series of
Resident Evil B make.
Yeah, that
was zombies, this was bees.
That one's a B for me. And we'll get back to you now, mister. Yay! Outlast 2.
Outlast 2. I think this is one of the best series that came out in the last in that first year at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We both thought when it was like fully done, or like that was really good.
So let me ask, because you're phrasing it this way, do you think over time it's kind of lost something that we thought it had at the time?
We haven't watched it back, and I'm pretty sure we're both scared to watch it back because we're afraid that it might not.
Exactly.
I mean, we had some good improv moments. The gameplay was nice and quick.
We had another Mr. White
through. Yeah, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
That one was fun.
That one was good.
That one does not hold up upon like rewatching. It's definitely like it might get you the first time you see it.
I mean, we also had Mo on the series for like
that was so random. Okay, yeah, we were recording our first session and Mo came over early as he always did. I'm just fucking around, but he showed up early, while we were still recording, and we were just like, hey, we like need to get these episodes in, so if you want to sit with us, go for it. And he did. He sat with us for 2 episodes, and he disrupted the Gameshed's process, where we would have run around and done nothing for longer had he not shown up. But because he did show up, he told us to follow the power lines in the 1 episode. And it ended up making the series an episode shorter than it should have been.
I probably would have wandered around for the
rest of the episode.
The rest of the episode and half of the next one until I was like, oh, here it is, just randomly. Yeah. But like, no, halfway through I was like, oh, follow the I mean, in the sense that episode was funny because the whole episode Mo was like, follow the power lines, and I'm just like,
and then at the end you're like, oh, I should have followed the power lines.
Yeah, then 10 minutes later I'm like, oh, I should follow the power lines. He's like, you fucking dolt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that was my hypothesis. So it's funny that you think that that's canon. That's why Outlast 2 is 1 episode shorter than it would be.
Yeah, because it was our Halloween game, and it was 30 episodes, and only like the last in the 30th episode, I think it's only like 2 minutes of actual gameplay or something.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
It's like a total excuse for an episode.
We had to redo that last part.
It might as well be called like Outlast Review. Outlast 2 Review, because that's mostly what the episode was, because we review the games in the credits usually.
A quote-unquote review, but...
Yeah.
God damn it!
We say what we thought of it anyway.
I have the hiccups to the point where I can't talk. I hate when they're really fast.
We really thought it was great at the time. It's better than Outlast 1.
There's also like
the series, and we had a more
of course
fun time as a game.
There's some episodes that were meh, like STBY or
that was a Mo episode,
or Religious Barbecue 2. I think it was pretty good.
I don't remember that. That's the problem. I
remember if we named it that, it probably was good. How about Shitemares?
Now that one's another one where I feel like it might be cool for someone who doesn't know us to watch it and learn about us. But as me, I don't want to watch that one back.
I think it was pretty funny, but
that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, the game itself we thought was way better than Outlast.
That's the thing.
1.
Like storytelling based episodes usually aren't something for me to watch back and be like, "Oh yeah," because like I know the stories.
Yeah.
But like I can still acknowledge that as a series for random people on the internet to view. They're probably the more interesting episodes, I would hope.
Right.
I feel like we definitely would have put it at A or S or something before. What are you feeling now?
Yeah, before. I think I'm gonna smack this in B.
Okay. I'm comfortable with that. I was thinking I would go A if that's where you were going, but I'm thinking it's a B.
I think I'll go B since we've done better than that.
We have.
Since.
We thought it was really great at the time.
Because I think it was good because we haven't had something like that in a while, and it was night and day from Outlast 1.
Yeah, and we did put the original Outlast in D, so that makes sense. I think Outlast 2 is much better than that. I think Whistleblower was on the level of Outlast 2. Was good.
All right, moving forward.
Yep. Only got a few more here from everyone. I'll quickly do Battle for Bikini Bottom on the series, SpongeBob. I'm saying everything in like the weirdest order possible. One of my childhood games. She didn't care for it too much.
How rude.
Yeah, kind of like me with Ape Escape.
Battle for Bikini Bottom is a pretty good fucking game. I grew up with it.
What can I say about the series? Not much. I don't think I really remember anything from the series, but not in a great way. I'm putting it in E.
E tier. That's quite low.
I don't think there's much good about it, but I it's mostly just because I don't remember it, and I don't particularly remember having a great time, which sounds not good, but I think I could just tell Anza wasn't really enjoying the game too much, and I felt like I had to make sure we were talking about something. Had to try and keep it interesting because we weren't really like just naturally sustaining it through our own chemistry or through like the game itself. But I do love the game. It's a classic game that which doesn't always mean it's going to be the best series. We have learned. Okay. SOMA.
SOMA. F. Next.
Okay. SOMA,
I think we like to shit on SOMA a lot.
Yeah.
And I think, I want to call it the Gameshed effect, where like what we think at the time is not going to reflect how we think about it probably a year after.
If we actually watch something bad that we thought was awful, we usually like it better. That like maybe it's just because we convince ourselves it's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, because at the time we did. Because like, don't get us wrong. I think it was the gameplay and the game itself, because we felt like we were kind of like really being sluggish with it. Because there'd be lots of episodes where it'd be nothing, or we did talk about hair for 3 episodes in a row because I couldn't figure out how to get a fucking door open.
I thought it was 2.
It's like 2 or 3. Maybe it was 2.5.
That's bad.
Either way, I was running around for both of those episodes not knowing how the fuck to open the door. And like, it's really weird seeing me play that game and get lost, because it's like there's a clear like straight line to stick in the valley. I'm like, I'm gonna climb this fucking mountain and just see. And like, how do I open this door? It's not going all the way. Maybe if I like check in like the very crevices of my inner asshole, I'll find something that'll help me open this door. Nah, like, I don't know. I guess my game sense was just terrible, but it was funny. At the very least, we were talking about shit.
We were talking about shit for a good portion. We had a couple decent jokes. Butt feet.
That came out. Yeah,
the word butt feet came out.
The word butt feet, and that ended up becoming my nickname, which is that's cool. It's really cool of you guys.
It was
almost mine. I almost came up with that shit.
It's one of my favorite words that we've made. We don't make a ton, but when we do.
I almost came up with it.
Yeah, you're like, but and I was like,
yeah, because I got scared and I looked and you're like, did you say butt feet? I don't know what I said. So
you said butt.
No, I don't know what I was thinking I was gonna say. I was like, butt feet. Because I looked right when I said the and you're like, what was that?
Butt feet? I don't know. I want to give SOMA like a D, but if you're feeling stronger, it could be a C, I guess.
I'm feeling stronger on it. Because, like, also, like, we pull up a random episode. We pull up the finale and, like, Catherine, now we can bone. Come on.
There's some fucking weird shit, like,
that we just go over.
Fine.
Ocean Man.
I don't know. I think SOMA was...
Where you scream like Homer?
Yeah.
Remember shiny teeth in me.
You'll probably get bored if you fucking check it out.
Probably. Like, there's some good moments. Like, it's high highs, low lows, I guess.
You really want to go for C?
I'll go for C.
All right.
I want to shoot C for SOMA.
I would probably go D if it was just my choice here, but I'm willing to give you the C.
I just think there was a lot funnier stuff that was actually happening than what we remember. But the gameplay is pretty terrible. And when we don't know what to do, man, there's nothing. But when we talk about something, there's some content there.
Does it make sense against the other things in C? We've got Sly 1, which you don't know. Dark Souls 3 is in C. Yeah, I could see them on the same level.
I'll put someone will be like lower C.
Scooby-Doo's also in C. I think Scooby-Doo is better than SOMA. I don't know.
I don't really remember. I can't really remember having a good belly laugh in Scooby-Doo.
In Pac-Man
At
World
least I was
2,
laughing
which
about
wasn't
butt
your
feet.
series. Okay.
It's Buffy.
Okay, the last Sansa series we're going to cover is LittleBigPlanet. Another one of my favorites that we did. There were some genuinely fucking funny moments in there. That's probably the hardest I've laughed playing a game with Anza on the channel. We did some dumb shit. I fucked around and put some stickers on her in the game. That was fun. Made her look really dumb. And of course the victorious moment that you were thinking of earlier. That episode has a very inappropriate sounding opening, and it's in the movie because it's fucking hilarious. LittleBigPlanet's good. I'd say it's good. I'm also willing to, I don't know. Is A too high? I'm thinking
It
A
might
or
be since you don't talk about it so much,
I'm thinking
honestly.
A or B. I guess I'll give it a B. I'm putting LittleBigPlanet in B. It is one of my favorite series me and Anza did. For sure. Okay, there we go. That's the last Anza series. We'll do the last. Well, I'm saving one. I'm saving one here. We'll do a Bond one quick.
Amnesia, right?
The last full Bond game. Yeah, Amnesia. Which we did as soon as Anza left. She was like the transition period before me and you did our solo or your full-time run.
The full-time run. When I got full-time, oh boy.
Yeah.
Give me them hours, boy.
Me and Bond played Amnesia, and from what I can tell, she doesn't remember it as like being our best series. She thought Until Dawn was better, I think. And I always remembered Amnesia being at least like it felt more like a Gameshed series. Until Dawn, we were really watching the game. We were letting the game talk. We were playing it again like we should have done Life is Strange. And Until Dawn was a good series. I like it. But Amnesia was more like a Gameshed series to me. And we got scared. We had fun. It was a good time. So I'm going to put that above Until Dawn, which is in B. So Amnesia, I'm giving an A. Yeah. That's what I'm giving it. Back to me and you.
Oh boy.
Me and you have two more series. And
Two more final stretch here, guys.
there's one outlier. So we're gonna start with that outlier.
Okay. Whatever you think.
Inpatient.
Oh, fucking F. Okay. Well, next.
Okay, well we had
I forgot about that. God damn it.
it was longer than 10 episodes. It is a guest series. It was me, you, and Bond, which is cool because that's like the current Shed lineup.
But she wasn't a fully fledged co-host.
No, yeah,
yet.
it was a guest
She was
series
still
at the
a
time.
guest, technically.
But Until Dawn and Amnesia were technically guest series at the time. So, since she ended up being like on the channel, I decided to include all these. Inpatient was a bad game. You were in the helmet.
Game. Oh yeah, and
The
bad
VR.
game. Fucking fucking terrible ass helmet. Gave me a headache. Bad mood from before too.
Huh?
Is that in a bad mood from before?
From before?
Yeah, earlier in the day.
Oh yeah.
I was in a fucking terrible ass
okay.
mood.
You
And
were in
so-
a bad mood that day.
And all that just made me in an even worse mood. I
And-
had to fucking
yeah.
have that helmet on. I was mad pissed.
We put you in a VR headset and we played through this game, which me and Bond, and maybe you two would agree. I know definitely me and Bond were really looking forward to because it's by the people who made Until Dawn. One of our favorite games, and it was really disappointing as a game.
And the worst part was the fucking finale when I tried to stick up for it, and I had no idea what was happening.
Oh, you tried to stick up for the game and you hated the game.
I more or less just want to disagree with you two.
Okay, fair enough.
the truth comes out a year later. I was just like, had enough about just YouTube being like, Until Dawn is so great. I'm like, shut up! I don't care. This game's fine. It has something, whatever. Don't judge a fucking When I said that stupid ass.
After you fucking hated it, after you hated playing it.
I hated playing it, dude. The game was awful. I said like, what the fuck dumb shit did I say?
Oh, you just said like that we can't judge it as a sequel, and we were or like it's Until Dawn. It's in the same universe as Until Dawn or whatever, and we were just kind of like, but like it is like it was sold as the prequel to Until Dawn. Yeah,
I guess that's also like saying Doctor Sleep. You can't say like that is just The Shining Part 2. It kind of is, but like it's if you know Doctor Sleep is so fucking different to The Shining, but
it's also the movies at least are made by completely like different people.
Yeah, but I mean I digress. I mean you do have to point. You can't just like sweep it on the rug like I was saying in that episode.
Yeah.
But you can't just take that as a point to like just take a bit with a pinch of salt, but still.
I feel like we kind of okay, you were in a bad mood.
And I got jump scared immediately too.
We didn't have
it was right in my face. I was like, no.
We didn't have a lot to say throughout the whole game. Also, like any of us. I feel like there was like one or two things that were kind of funny, but like
there was a sandwich thing that was just freaking out.
Yeah, messing with like
and me seeing like just like slide to move across was pretty funny.
Yeah, messing with the game like being bad was where the best parts came from.
That was about it though.
And there was like one or two jokes that me and Bond were laughing at, and you were just like, whatever.
It was like, it's not mine. I don't like it.
I'm down to give it an F, honestly.
I'm glad I finally got to talk about Inpatient with my head straight.
Cool.
And just like to. I can't redact that performance. Just be like, just say publicly, I'm ashamed of it.
Are we giving it an F or an E?
F.
Okay.
There's nothing really redeemable from it on my end.
Okay, Inpatient F. Two more series to talk about. And I'm gonna say we're gonna the penultimate series we will talk about. Spider-Man PS1.
S tier.
Okay.
I'm reaching that point in the
first
night,
of all, no.
S tier game. Okay. Even the game didn't hold up how much I thought it would. Like, fuck. I mean, there were some funny parts. It was more or less the latter half.
It was like a game, and I've had this experience, like with Battle for Bikini Bottom or something like that. It's like a game that I feel like you really wanted to be a great series, but it just like didn't work out that way.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I've had that with a few series on here, like games that I love.
I really wanted Spider-Man to be up there.
Like, fuck yeah, I remember when we did Spider-Man.
But we ended up doing a lot of crutches, too, in the first couple episodes.
Oh, we did.
The first couple episodes.
No, like right
really
in the middle,
sluggish.
too. We did, like, would you rather, like, we looked up internet questions, like, quizzes online. Like, how much do you know about each other? Like, we did all that stuff, which, like, honestly, for me, it might be cool to watch us answer those stuff one day, but it's not cool for anyone else.
No, yeah.
And, like, it didn't feel cool to be doing at the time.
No, not at all. And I mean, like, one thing I really remember that was funny was, like, you were like,
nipple lasers?
The nipple lasers, obviously, yes.
When you died? And the jumping off the subway.
Oh, jumping off the subway, yeah, that was
no, but, like, when you, I just remember when you're like, will you fucking stop with the nipple lasers? And then you died immediately. Like,
he just crushed you and he laughs.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
I'm gonna pull up a clip because
but that was literally like a 3-second thing.
Yeah, but it was really funny. But the other thing,
he cannot.
The other thing was when you obviously ended the episode, and I was just like,
oh yeah,
okay, bye, and then just keep going. What, you ended the episode?
Yep, that happened.
I did the same thing as Inside.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling a D.
Feeling a little strong to light D on this one.
Are we feeling a D on this one?
Yeah, I'm looking for the nipple lasers thing though.
Okay.
What other fucking clips are these?
Spider-Man PS1 is in the D column. And we're going to...
sad. So sad.
We really go
Hold
for
up.
a while on these podcasts. I guess like our basic episode is 2 hours now.
Oh, damn. Okay, found it.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Facebook Messenger. It's deciding to be fucking slow on me. Yeah, there we go.
Can you quit it with the fucking nipple lasers?
He fucking killed you right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was about it.
The last
That
series
was
we're going to
pretty funny.
cover here. Controversial one. Sims.
Why were you waiting so long for Sims to be the last one?
No. I didn't purposely do this, but when I saw it was in like the last 5 games, I was like, we'll talk about it last.
Oh my gosh.
We have differing opinions on this one. Sims is one of your favorite series we've done.
No, it's not.
It's not?
I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's just one that
But
I'm
it's like way up there. Like you told me today you would watch all of
I'd watch
Sims.
it again.
It's like 50 episodes long.
Do I think it's don't I think it's S tier? No, not even A tier.
No.
I don't think it's that good. There's probably not even a whole lot of stuff that's memorable about it, but just like I just want to be, mostly probably because of the game. I just want to be in that space, you know.
You just want to be back there mentally.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I mean, the gimmick that we had of naming the episodes is pretty cool.
Yeah, I can get on board. I see what you like
pretty
about
funny.
it. I think we had some good stuff. I think we had a lot of
It was just a lot of the
fluff.
same thing over and over, so it's like really hard to give yourself like diverse like stuff to talk about.
It was really dependent on what we had to say, and you don't always have something to say. Like, it depends on the game.
It was basically like if you took the Gameshed and made it into a sitcom, because it was just the same house over and over again. I thought the finale though was hilarious. The finale is my favorite in the whole fucking channel.
What? No.
The finale, it's hilarious. It's just like, all right, this didn't happen. We didn't get what we wanted. Later.
The finale's like one of your favorites, right? It's not your favorite episode.
I can't remember
ever.
what else was not favorite episode.
Okay.
That I meant probably my favorite finale.
Oh, okay. Probably,
Or
yeah.
my favorite ending to a series.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. For you, I don't know what mine would be. Finales aren't always the best episodes by any means.
No, because we ended up reviewing them and we're mostly wrong every time.
Yeah, we didn't review Sims. Sims basically was like everything fell apart and we were like, all right, bye, and like it was just kind of like as is life. Like
As is life.
yeah.
Well, goodbye, and that was it.
Uh-huh.
That's great. And also just us playing it for like actual forever off the channel too was neat.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I want to know more what happened in there because I don't remember much.
I think there's a lot of fluff that you're not considering.
No, I know there's a lot of fluff, but I want to know like basically what do I come up with when there's nothing presented in front of me? Like what am I thinking? What am I going to try and talk about and say?
There's good and there's bad. I'm honestly feeling like this is the middle of the road. This is a C.
I'll go with C. I'll
For
accept
me.
that for you.
Okay. Sims is a C. So, to recap from best to worst.
I think, wait, that was the last one?
Yeah.
You missed one then.
What?
Batman.
Hasn't even aired yet.
Oh, shit.
Spoiler! But
Fuck.
no one's going to see it, so it's okay. Let's recap.
Okay, recap time.
You had no idea what to say right there. How do I dig myself out of this?
I can't. No, I fucked up.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Batman will be up, and we can fit it in here in a later episode or something. Just like a quick one-off thing. To recap, from best to worst series, based on my opinions alone, you are the only one who has an S series to your name.
2.
Yeah, you've got 2.
Go.
This,
S for Skylar.
in like our opinions, at least, I try to be as objective as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's what makes this fun.
Like, if anyone was gonna like watch and be like, "Oh, they put themselves in S." Wow. Yeah. You know
Wow. Wower.
what I mean? But yeah,
I mean, the fuck am I gonna do? Put Bond series in S that I haven't
I'm
seen?
the only one who can really judge those ones, unless they were here, and they're not. This is our podcast. Silent Hill and Night in the Woods plus the supplementals, which Night in the Woods plus the supplementals are the best series on the channel, if you ask me. Yeah, I'd say that's like a good top 3. Night in the Woods, supplementals, and Silent Hill. I'd say that makes sense so far. A tier series, Crash Bash, Slender, and Amnesia. That's one of each of you. It's pretty good.
I'll take
good.
that, yeah.
B tier.
Like how both of those were horror, and then we have fucking Crash Bash. Crash Bash was my own type of horror. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Torture. B tier, we have Super Mario Odyssey, Until Dawn, Inside. That's all 3 of you again.
Yeah.
Lights, Camera, Pants, Firewatch, A Way Out, Remake, Resident Evil Remake, Outlast 2, and LittleBigPlanet. 3 of Bond's like 5 series are B tier. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And one of them's in A tier. She should be proud.
She's got a good percentage there.
Yeah, and Anza had a couple in B2 and one in A. C tier, Sly 1, Dark Souls 3. So this is like middle of the road shit. Sly 1, Dark Souls 3, Pac-Man World 2, Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, Soma, and Sims. You still feel good about Soma being in C tier?
Oh, same as Sims. That's about the same time.
Okay.
Oh, it's about probably as fun. I'm rationalizing it in my head.
Soma may
I
be
feel
closer
good.
to a D.
I want to give Soma a shot, but yeah.
Okay, D tier. See, now here's something I never thought we would have said. When you look at this, like the rest of this list, everything that I'm saying is below Soma. So like consider that.
Consider the following.
Outlast and Whistleblower. Resident Evil 2 remake. Resident Evil 7.
Resident 2 remake. What? That's below Soma?
It's below anything we've named so far. Resident Evil 7, Limbo, Crash 1, Silent Hill 2, Spider-Man PS1. I thought that said Slender Man, and I was like, what? That was an A.
Yo, no, we're changing Soma. That's in D tier. There's
Yeah?
no way Spidey PS1 is below Soma.
Really?
No, it's fine, leave it.
Okay. I do think it's a D.
It's a little
but
bullshit,
it's okay.
but we'll leave it for now.
E tier.
I gotta get to bed.
Ape Escape 2, Life is Strange Before the Storm, and Spongebob Alpha Bikini Bottom. That doesn't look good for Ansa. But also, F tier are 2 you were involved with. Breath of the Wild and
Happens.
Inpatient.
Happens, so I got the only 2 S tiers, and then I got the only 2 F tiers. It
Yeah.
happens, I'll take it.
Yeah.
You get the best, but you get the worst. That's, hit hard. You don't hit hard when you get hit hard, but if you miss, it happens.
Yeah. I mean, I know me, and I'm going to
Well-
categorize all these and look at. What are you doing?
When you feel a big old fart coming, but you have to judge whether or not it's a shit or not. And you hope you don't shit your pants.
Sure.
That's what's happening right now.
That's a great way to end this.
There you go. That's the game show.
No. I'm gonna put these all in an easier to digest way to look at it based on whose series it was, just for my own fucking viewing.
Okay.
After we're done recording this, I'm
Okay.
gonna see like how many S's, A, B, C's,
Okay.
etc. for each of you
Yeah.
there are.
Well-
Because I'm interested to look at it that way.
Yeah. Hope you guys. We this was fun for us to do and recollect. Hope you guys.
He's gonna
You guys.
he's gonna shit himself.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to wrap this up here. No one watched this, but if you did listen and actually are thinking about Silent Hill and Night in the Woods, those are the series to check out.
And all the A tiers.
And all the A tier, and
And B, like
maybe I want to see Skylar on a pissed off, moody ass mood and impatient.
I think everything in S, A, and B are worth checking out, and then from C down, it's like if you want to try it, but S, A, and B are all worth checking out if you ask me.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I guess that's our episode of the Talking Shed here. I'm Sky the Magic Guy. I'm signing off. I'm trying to blow out this fucking candle. I gotta take a shit right now. Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna finish up on my own here, I guess, because we're actually called Shedheads Podcast right now, because someone took the talking shed. Yeah, he's actually gone. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're gonna blow out this candle now.